It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bengals 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Now it's Mixon running right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready? Mike 51. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down. Michelle stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michelle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They'll look good on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Come on.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Once again, they run with Mixon. Shoves him away. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I got you. Pop.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 13.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 88. 52 right here. 52. Here we go, here we go. 52.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's third down. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. They'll find Everett there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Newton throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
We got this. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Since the offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to look to throw. He may try and run for this. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Landry now on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And an alley to run. 23 yards the pickup. There.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the set. 51. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his... way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The Pats at the line, ready to go, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On first down, Michelle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And it's Michelle once again.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Tip. Watch twist.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Newton to throw. Here's Here's Sanu on the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.